I just used to dream about it. I used to tell my mom, in fact, I'd wake her up in the night and she'd say, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Oh, I can't sleep. All the people were clapping so loud." I was just tiny. And she said, "Clapping so loud, were you singing?" And I said, "Heavens no, I was dancing." One day I got on my bike and I rode downtown to a little studio, and I'd stand in the window and watch the girls. Pretty soon I found myself inside the studio in the back dancing with all the kids. So Bill Evans called my mom and said, "You really ought to let her come take ballet. She's quite good." I think the most difficult challenge for me with my training was I started so late. I was 13 years old, and most girls had their point shoes at that age, and here I was beginning ballet. Not only did they put me in point shoes, they promoted me up a level in classwork, and so those girls were in center floor dancing on point, and I just got my brand new shoes out of the box. I remember just being so overwhelmed. How do I do this? But I wanted to do it so badly that I just put the shoes on and went out, and I mimicked a lot of what I saw. Later in my career, in fact, I had my contract with Ballet West. It was then that I looked around the room and went, I don't really have the strength in my feet that I need to really be a good dancer. So I would study other dancers in the company that just had beautiful feet, beautiful point work, and then I would stay after and just keep trying and trying till I was able to kind of correct a lot of things that I couldn't do. I've always just loved it. I love the music, and I love the challenge of the physicality of it and how much work it is. And I think the thing that appeals to most dancers is that it's never perfected. You're always working at that art form, and no matter how much skill you get or how good you get at it, you can always make it better. Soon after I started teaching, I realized that when I have a room full of students, they have every possibility, every physicality, every talent, every natural talent. And when I was a dancer, I was limited as a dancer just to the things that I could do. But as a teacher, you have every possibility. So it's 10 times more rewarding when you're training a room full of people to do what you love to do. I was really kind of a pioneer in the Utah Valley area here with pure classical technique, and I think that is why the school grew. But it was difficult in the beginning. The hardest thing for me was I had the 3-year-olds I was teaching all the way through high school students. So I had 6 levels of technique that I was trying to train 350 students in, and I did it all myself. My philosophy with my school became very quickly, any single physicality can learn correct technique. And that's always been my approach, is you can teach anyone correctly how to do the principles. Yes, with ballet there's an aesthetic. You have to have a certain line to be correct and a certain look. But every single child that walks through the school can learn correct technique. It's so rewarding when you do, and you see them grow and progress and be happy and love what they're doing. And many of those students now have come back, and they're the audiences that are coming to see our ballet. And they might not have been principal dancers in a huge company somewhere, but they're raising their children to love the arts and to support the arts as well. Many of the dancers that I teach here in Utah County and in our valley want to stay close to family and want their families to enjoy what they're doing. And so I felt a real necessity to provide a quality performance opportunity for my students so that they would have the opportunity to dance in professional productions without having to leave their homes if that's what they chose to do. Utah Regional Ballet, being a nonprofit organization, that enables our community to engage with the company, and it becomes their company. It belongs to all of us. It's so important in our community that the arts exist, not only exist, but thrive. So many times our youth are caught up in quick, exciting things. They want to be excited at the moment and thrilled. And the arts teach us patience. To be able to put all of that together, the theatrical part, the lighting, the live audiences, the music, and then put the choreography, and then those living dancers performing. You can't go back and cut and pace like you do in a movie, but it's thrilling because it happens live, and there's an excitement that the audience feels because they feel it right there at that moment that they're enjoying that performance. Developing Utah Regional Ballet has been a lifelong work, and I've enjoyed so much about it. One of the concerns I have is for it to be able to survive even when I'm gone, because you don't put all that work and all that effort into something and not have dreams for it to continue forever.